down here where I found that good knife blade. Let's see if we can't sift something out that might have fell down into the banks. See what we come up with today. Now here's the hole we got going so far. What I'm doing with a water scope, this PVC pipe you see me looking down in there with, I'm just trying to look and see any loose arrowheads or whatever artifacts might have fell off the side and rolled down to the end to give me a little bit of visibility every time I scoop 2 or 3 times out. We'll see if we can't get this to focus for you so you get you an idea what I'm looking at. All right, finally got our first artifact after about 10 sifters full. I'll leave it in there first. Little pottery shard. I'm glad we didn't leave the day empty-handed, so we got something. We got some artifact going. We'll keep at it a little bit longer here. Alright, we're just about to call it quits with this crater we got dug. We finally got something showing in the sifter so far. Right here on the edge. Looks like the base of it. Oh, of course it's got to be broke. Yeah, nice little woodland stem point. We haven't found a whole artifact yet. Everything's busted or chipped up so far. But we got some stuff out of the hole, so it wasn't a dud. Oop. Almost jumped out of my basket right here, a little tiny shard of pottery. I think that's the 2nd or 3rd piece we found out of here so far. Like I said, we still haven't found nothing wholesome yet. We're probably gonna call it a day. There's a little artifact. There's a piece of pottery right here. I don't know if that's gonna focus for you, but I might be digging too deep. I really don't know why. I don't know the odds of something being buried deeper is greater than the shallow part or what, but I'm gonna try to start digging shallow, maybe 5 or 6 inches. That's where this just came up from right here. Ooh. I'm having a time getting this to focus, but I'm actually holding the pipe with my left hand, the camera stand with my right, and I'm having to focus with my nose on the screen. But I'm hoping that's the point down in there, because I found it through the water scope. Once I let this silt get out of the way, after I scoop a couple times, I see what might have rolled out of the bank that I missed. I'm gonna reach down there and get it, and I hope that's an actual point, because it looks like one. I'm gonna have to mark it with my foot, my big toe. All right, now I'm gonna reach down there and grab it. I hope my pipe don't float away. Don't you do it. And it's floating away. Oh, I need a second hand. There's my big toe. I don't. It might have been worked on the bottom. I'm not. It's a pretty quartz piece regardless, but I'm not positive that's been napped. Unless it's been tumbled away where I can't see the nap marks through the creek through erosion. I don't know. It's a beautiful piece of quartz though. Beautiful. It could have been a preform, and like I said, the napping marks right here could have been tumbled away through the rocks, but man, I had my hopes up that was gonna be a nice point. See, the point of digging in the creek is so I find the pieces that are less likely to be broke, because everything in the field's been farmed and plowed for at least 100 years, so the majority of those are gonna be broke, chipped up points. So that's why I do all this work in the creek, because the artifacts in here just erode out of the bank and fall down into the water, then get buried over time through this. So chances are when you find something in the water, it's gonna be a nice unbroken piece. But it does make a lot of work trying to find those nice pieces. There we go. Just like that. Oh man. It's broke, but it's still a nice piece. Dang, look at that. Oh man. This is... Man, look at that. It's broke, but man, that's still a great edge. A great stemmed piece. Man, I was just saying how majority of the stuff you find in here is going to be unbroken. Well, so when you see these breaks right across the middle like that, they could have easily been broke from spearing a fish in these waters. And the break normally breaks like that. It breaks while napping as well in that same direction. And I'm not... Man, if that wouldn't have been a broken piece, that probably could have been up to here. Golly. All right, we got our hole filled in. I think it was more work raking the rocks back into the hole than shoveling them out. Now I'm gonna go wash off and scrub the artifacts real good, and I'll show you guys what we found. All right, here's our pottery that we collected out of the sifter on the past 2-day dig we did down there in the waters. Looks like we got 3 different types going on. This one looks like that red Georgia clay, obviously. Used to make that little piece. These 3 pieces right here almost look like they were fire baked at one point, just because of the blackness on it. And then you got a piece like this, which has deep pitting in it. And I'm not sure how this comes about, if there's just more grainier soil when they're making these pieces, and maybe them little pits falls out, the tiny bits of rock fall out to make the pitting. But in this one, I'm not sure what category it might fall into. It kind of looks like these over here. But those are all neat finds. Quartz, I wouldn't call it an artifact. It might have been hit once right here and flaked down, but I like to pick up quartz and throw it around the gutters. It's pretty, and this piece was really clear is why I picked it up. I don't think this is quite an artifact either. It might have been tumbled enough to where I can't see any napping marks right through here. But still a cool, clear piece. And I thought that was something. This is just old junk. It's natural. None of that's artifact. There's the the stem point that we got. Tips broke off. That's a nice mark. And the best point we found, saved it for last. It's broken almost the same spot actually. Probably a quarter way down from the tip, I'd guess. I think this is a tang knife, a corner notched tang knife, which would have been just more of a knife rather than a spear or arrowhead type point. I believe it could have been on a spear, maybe used for spearing the fish. But man, look at that edge. He knew what he was doing there, and you can see the water erosion smooth this piece up as well, all down through here. Yeah, that was, we never found nothing wholesome, but I'm really happy and content with finding this piece here. That's going in the shadow box for sure. We will have more to come, so like and subscribe for more artifacts.